All right, guys, so today I'm going to run you through a new website that I've never talked about. Now, this is a website that I've known about for a while and really just kind of got back into using. Now, I use this particularly for a little bit of a combination of online arbitrage and retail arbitrage. There are a number of ways to do online arbitrage and a number of ways to do retail arbitrage, but I'm just going to share with you what works for me and how I use this website, okay? So, this is exactly how I use Brickseek. Now, there is three versions of Brickseek, okay? There's the free version, there's the $9.99 a month version, and then I think the other version is like $19 or $29 a month. I have the $9.99 a month one because that comes with some of the premium deal access, as you see here. But I'm going to run you through and show you exactly how I vet products, how I go about acquiring these products, and then how I sell them back online for a profit, okay? Now, if you're ever interested in scaling this up and taking this seriously and learning how to multiply your money every single month with online arbitrage and a little bit of this sort of retail arbitrage, online arbitrage version that I'm going to show you in today's video, first link in the description. I will let 2 people into the course for Online Arbitrage Pro at 50% off. You can use the coupon code Brickseeker. And I will, the first link in the description will actually just be a discount link. So if you click that, the first 2 people to click that and purchase the course will obviously get the course at 50% off. If you go through and it's just a normal link and there's no discount, then that means that that 2 people have already claimed it and there are no more coupon codes for that. Okay, so coupon code Brickseeker, first link in the description. All right, so what I do when I go through Brickseek is there's 2 ways to use Brickseek. Now, you can use Brickseek for strictly online arbitrage and finding deals with, some of the online deals, as you'll see right here, like online electronic deals and online toy and game deals, right? And then you can vet them just like any other, online arbitrage potential product, get it shipped to your house, ship it into FBA or fulfill it, merchant fulfilled, selling it on Amazon, or sell it back on sites like Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay and other sites like that, right? So there's a number of ways to use it. For today specifically, I'm going to show you how to find retail arbitrage deals that are at Walmart's, Targets, and potential Best Buys near you using Brickseek. So I'm going to save the online arbitrage for another video because they're kind of similar, but they are different, okay? So I'm going to share what I've been doing lately that's really been working wonders for me. And keep in mind too, when you actually do buy these products, a lot of people use Brickseek. So the BSR or the bestseller rank can tank pretty quickly, so it's important to keep that in mind when you're actually buying these products. Now, one of the best things about buying products like this is you're getting, items and listings when you check them on Amazon, obviously, like I'm about to show you here in a second, that have really high sales velocities and low bestseller ranks, okay? So even though the bestseller rank can tank a little bit, or you can get into a pricing battle initially sometimes, if you wait on a product, you can always flip it for a profit, usually. Because, like I said, the listing, it has high sales velocity. Or in that other case where you get into a price battle, either there might be 5 sellers on the listing, or there might be 50. And usually when you're doing online arbitrage the way that I teach it in a lot of my videos, those are listings that you want to stay away from. But because these listings are so, kind of have high sales velocity and the bestseller rank is so low, you can actually afford to, if it's, for example, selling 50 sales a day on some of these listings, or 20 sales a day on some of these listings, and there's 50 sellers, well, then you don't need to actually steal the buy box and drop your price, because other people have repricers, as do I, and you might use a repricer, whether that's a repricing website or a service outside of Amazon, or you're using the automatic repricer that comes in Seller Central. Everyone has a repricer, so if you try to steal the buy box on these items right here, like I'm going to show you, you can run into pricing battles and then people just drop the price and the price tanks. So instead what you want to do is you want to just match the buy box price, and then you're going to share the buy box with every other seller. You won't sell it right away, but you still will sell it really fast if you're vetting products the way that I'm going to show you here. And everybody wins, right? Because then everybody gets to sell it at a higher markup and not, you're not having that race to the bottom pricing. So enough explaining it. Let me jump in and show you some products that I would go ahead and source. So right off the bat, what I like to do is I'll check some of the premium deals and I'll see, okay, is there anything here that stands out to me that I can make good money on? Now, I could potentially make good money on this one, as you'll see here that it could be selling at up to $180, and at my price right here at a Lowe's near me is $100, right? So that's a potential $80 markup. But I like to, look for products initially where the risk is a little bit mitigated, right? So where I'm spending less, maybe like $5 to $20, and then the margin is usually like 70 to 75%. sometimes 50 if I just want to double my money. So let me show you an example. So right off the bat, and I actually checked this one out yesterday, so I'm not going to click on it, but typically speaking, this one would jump out to me, right? So I will actually run you through how to actually do this one, and then we'll find some good deals examples, right? So this one's 67% off at, targets near me, or at least that's what it's saying here on Brickseek. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up another tab. Now it's $9.99 at some targets near me, and it sells potentially back on Amazon for $60. So let's check it out. So we're going to come in here and we want to hit check inventory at some of the Target stores near me. Now what that's going to do is that's going to tell me, based on my location that I put into Brickseek, where these potential deals are, whether they're at whether they're at Target, Walmart, Best Buy, or if they potentially sell back on Amazon. And one of the great parts about Brickseek is if it does sell back on Amazon, it will show you what it sells on Amazon for, and you can check that information out, right? So because I'm looking to potentially go into retail stores, by using Brickseek's data, purchase a number of these quantity at the low price that they are. That's why I'm using the website, right? And then potentially resell them back on Amazon. I'm really interested in what they're selling for on Amazon so that I can potentially send them into FBA or merchant fulfill them for a profit. So the whole reason I'm telling you this is a bad deal, right? Because it was selling for $19.99 even with the deal, and yeah, it might be selling normally at $60 in certain places, as you see here with the MSRP, but back on Amazon, it's only selling for $18.39. So that is a bad product and one that is not going to make me any money, okay? Now, I did check that out yesterday. I already knew that, but I wanted to give you an example. I like to give you guys raw takes and raw examples of how to source through different products. I don't just like to hop on and be like some of the other YouTubers out there that are like, oh, wow, I just found a great product, and that's the only product that is sourced through, and like make it look super simple. It can be easy, and keep in mind that none of this is like super, super easy. You're going to have to put in a little bit of work, but that said, there are great products to find here. You do just have to source through them like any other potential website, okay? So let me go down and find some other potential items that I might want to buy for a profit. So let me check out this one right here. We'll check out this one right here. And I remember checking out this one yesterday, and it doesn't have an Amazon listing if I remember correctly. So I remember checking out this one right here, and let's check out this one right here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to all three of these. I'm going to hit check inventory so it starts to load. And remember, I haven't set any of this up. I haven't looked through any of these. I'm just sourcing through this like I would any other potential day to show you examples, the rawest take of these products. So right here off the bat, this is, I'm buying it for $4, but you can see, and this is an example that I will show you once we actually find a decent product. Look, there's 4 here at the Cinnamints in New Jersey Walmart, which is, somewhat close to me. It's about 18.2 miles away. There's 3 here at the Levittown one. So if this were a good product, what I would do is I'd come down and I'd find out, okay, where is this selling? And I would go pick these up. Or what I would do is call instead, and this is a little caveat for some of you out there that already use Brickseek but are having trouble finding products, I would call that actual Walmart and have them set those aside for me so that I don't have to rush there immediately and go frantically looking for them. I would call and say, hey, I'm showing that you guys have 4 of X item in stock. Can you set it aside for me? I'm going to come pick it up right now. And then they would. And then what I would do is I'd come down, I'd call the Levittown one, and I'd say, hey, I'm showing that you guys have 3 of these in stock. Do you still have them in stock? Oh, okay, great. Are they priced at $4? Okay, great. Can you set them aside for me? I'm going to come pick them up. And then what I would do is I'd have 7 of these items that I could potentially resell for a profit. Now, with that little caveat, and we'll revisit that once we find a good product, this is a bad product because even though you're getting at $4, like it said here, the MSRP was about $15, but it's selling back on Amazon for $6.45 in new condition. So this is another example of a bad product. Now, this one right here, this looks promising right off the bat somewhat. It's selling for $15 roughly on Amazon.com. Now, there's 7 in the Hatfield one, which is 7 miles away from me. There's 3 in the Willow Grove one, which is 3 miles away from me. And there's 2 and 5. So there's a lot of inventory here. Now, keep in mind, too, that this one is selling at $9 at this one. So I probably want to avoid that because all the Walmarts don't always have the same pricing. So that's why it's important to use Brickseek. But I could definitely go out and get 3 of these right here at Willow Grove, which is super freaking close to me. And I could also get, where's the other one? Right here, Philadelphia, 11 of these. East Greenville, 3 of these. So there's a lot of in stock of this potential product. It might be a good one if there's money to be made here. So we're getting it at $4. It's going to retail on Amazon or sell on Amazon for about $14.95. That's the buy box price right now. Now, Is it a good listing? Now, it does have 2 stars, which kind of, does jump off the bat for me right away as, a potential indicator of a bad product. And it's 140,000 roughly in toys and games. So what is that actually selling? It's selling about 12 a month and 1 daily sale. So actually, this is somewhat of a low sales velocity. And it's actually a lot of a low sales velocity. But let's pretend that it had a good bestseller rank. Let's see if we could actually sell it or if we're gated in this toy category. So I can actually sell this new collectible conditions. So this would be a potentially good product if it were selling a little bit more. Now, what I like to do next is I'll check with this online seller add-on right here. If, who else is selling it? So how many other sellers? As you can see here, there are 5. But more importantly, how much quantity of those do they actually have? Because if you look down the list and, certain people are selling 1 or 2 or 3 quantities, then yeah, they're going to sell out fairly quickly, and you can load up on quantity knowing that their inventory is going to run out pretty quickly, okay? So it's just something I like to use in another step and cog in the process that can help you out and really understand and indicate what's selling on the listing, how many those actual sellers have, so that you can utilize all that data to make an informed decision on how deep you want to go into this inventory, right? If there's a lot there's a lot of sellers and they all have a large quantity, chances are you're going to be sharing the buy box for a while with a lot of people, so you don't want to go in deep on that inventory. You don't want to buy like 20 to 50 potentially. Maybe you only want to buy 5 depending on how many sales it has a month, right? Now, it's going to be, you might want to go back and watch this entire video. I'm not telling you that to obviously increase the watch time or anything, which obviously would help me. So if you do, that'd be great. But there's a lot of little tidbits of information that you might not pick up the first time. The next thing that I'll do is I'll actually use this extension as well, which shows me the FBA calculator, so I don't actually have to Google FBA calculator every single time, right? Usually what I would tell people to do, and I didn't mean to hit Chrome extension there, I would just hit FBA calculator and it would take me to Seller Central to the revenue calculator. Now you can do this every time if you want. You don't need to download the extension. But what I like to do is I like to have the extension installed so I can literally just get all the data right away. I say run the calculator right here, and then I simply just type in my product cost and how much my shipping potentially cost would be into FBA, right? So my product cost was $4, right? My shipping cost, if I buy like 5 of these or 10 of these, might end up being like 30 cents. So what is my net profit margin after all is said and done? Well, my net profit margin would be negative $1.56 per unit. So this is probably a bad product if I buy it at that price. Now, the key indicator here is it might be a little bit bigger, it might weigh a little bit more, it might take up a little bit more of their shelves. So if I weren't fulfilling this, and I could obviously check this on the FBA calculator as merchant fulfilled if I wanted to, and see if I can make money merchant fulfilling this. So what I would do is I would take that ASIN into the FBA calculator to see if it's profitable to merchant fulfill this. And you don't have to merchant fulfill. I'm just giving you more, tools in your tool belt essentially to make money with this. And these are actually examples of bad products, but I'm running you through all the different ways that I source and all the different things that go into my mind when I'm actually doing this to see profitable products. So the item price is $14.97. The cost of my product would be $4. So what would my net profit margin be before my shipping? Now you can put your shipping in here with the cost of seller fulfillment and just put it into the ship to customer right here. So if I'm going to estimate that it's going to cost me $5 to ship to my customer, based on whatever shipping options you use for merchant fulfilled, then I calculate it. It's going to tell me that, okay, if I merchant fulfill this, it costs me $5 to ship it, and I price it at $14.97, and I pay $4 per product, that I can potentially make $3.72 net profit for every product that I purchase. So I don't usually merchant fulfill these. I usually ship them into FBA, but I'm just giving you another tool that you can potentially utilize to make money if you want to. So next thing right off the bat jumps out to me for this listing that makes it bad is it's $9 on Amazon, so that makes it a bad product because I'm buying it for $4.50. So let's find a good example of a product and source through some. So come down to more deals near me, and we're going to find a good example of one. I'm going to find one for you. So right off the bat, this Panasonic high-speed toaster, let's check this one out. Now, it is only 40% or 40% off, but you're buying it for $59 and 11% of the Walmart stores, and the MSRP potential is $99 on Amazon. Now, this is a little bit of a higher risk product because you're spending $60 per product, but the margin might be like $20 for that. So that's, maybe that's like a 33% return on your investment fairly quickly. Now, there's a lot in stock. Nobody's going after this product for that reason. So let's check if we can sell it. It does. The price at those are $60, so that's a good sign. Let's see if Okay, and this is a good example. This is why I'm going through and showing you all of these. Now, there's nothing listed here for Amazon. So that could indicate that they don't have the Amazon sales data or that it's not selling back on Amazon. So you could buy this and sell this back on eBay, but I don't personally like to do that with Brickseek. So what I'll do is I'll take that in and I'll paste it in and look for this. So Panasonic high-speed toaster oven, and because there's so many here, I don't even want to get involved in this, but that's the process that I do. I check to see if I can find a listing that is exact. Now, since we didn't find any legitimate deals there, what I'm going to go is I'm going to go into deals right here, and I'm going to sort for in-store deals on Brickseek. And that's going to take me to this page where I'm basically just going to sort through some deals. Now, this is potentially a good product, but I've already checked this yesterday to find out that there's nothing in the stores near me because everybody's already cleared it out. So you'd potentially sell it obviously a lot higher on Amazon. You buy it for $50. So that's a bad product. Now, this isn't actually a good product that I was about to buy yesterday and I got sidetracked. So let's see if it's still a good product that I can show you an example of. So you're buying it for $5, in 6% of stores. So the inventory might have gone down. There was more of this yesterday when I actually checked it. And the MSRP on Amazon is close to $50. So this is a great example of a product if there's inventory to get it. So we hit check inventory, obviously. And the way that I'm going to do this, like I said, is I'm going to call the Walmarts and have them set it aside and make sure ahead of time that I can sell it. So it looks like the price has dropped slightly. I think it was like 45 yesterday or 44. I could be wrong on that. I was doing a lot of things yesterday for my online courses and kind of putting a lot more into Online Arbitrage Pro. Always improving that. I got like 5 more lectures I'm adding right after this video. So I'm not like focused mainly on doing this, but if I was, obviously, on the days that I'm not adding to the course, I'm out there sourcing, whether it's through Brickseek or other online arbitrage websites. There's a lot of money to be made if you turn this into a full-time income. I only do this on the side, maybe, I don't know, anywhere from like 20 to 30 hours a week. Usually it's probably closer, did I say 20? About 10 to 30 hours a week. Usually it's closer to like the 10 to 20 range. So you don't need to do this full-time. You can just do it part-time. But if you do it full-time, you can really turn this into a full-time income and make good money. So it's a good opportunity here for this product. It's selling $40 on Amazon. Can I sell it, and what's the bestseller rank? Now, it's a great bestseller rank. So this is a perfect example of something that's going to move a lot of products fast. As you see here, it's 767 in beauty and personal care. So it's selling 140 daily sales, 4,255 a month. So this is moving freaking fast. So if you can get your hands on this inventory for $5 a piece and it's selling at $40, that is a great example of a product, and there's only 14 new sellers on this. So can we sell it? And we can sell it in new condition, so this is a good product. Now there's 14 new sellers on here. Let's see what their inventory looks like. So we click that add-on right there, and for you guys that want to know this add-on, it's Online Seller Add-on. Right there, as you can see up in the right-hand corner. It's very easy. Just download it on the Google Chrome store. So everybody on this listing looks pretty decent, except the only thing that stands out to me is Amazon. When you're buying deals like this, you do usually want to stay away from Amazon, although they will share the buy button, and that's exactly what I'm seeing right here. Look, so $46, 47, that's where it was yesterday. It looks like Amazon literally jumped on this listing, and now they're listing at $40, so they undercut the entire market. So what I'd recommend if you buy this deal is just match Amazon's price. You don't want to get into a bidding war with them, and they have about 1,000 quantity, maybe even more that it's showing here, because you can only ever see up to $9.99 quantity. So that said, I would still, because the margin is so good, you're buying it for $5, it's moving so fast. Remember, it's literally selling 139 a day here on this listing. So I would potentially go out and buy this. So let's look at the inventory. So I always stay away from limited stock because that usually means that it's just the display model, and usually they won't sell it to you. So it looks like there's 3 here in Philadelphia, which is somewhat close to me. There's 2 here in Eddystone, which is somewhat close to Philly. It's not necessarily close to me, but it's close to Philly. So if I were going into the Philadelphia store or into Eddystone, obviously, then I would call both of them and get 5 of those. There's also in Warrington, which is super freaking close to me. There's 3 to 5, but they're not selling. Key thing here is they're not selling at $5 at the Warrington store, so that's something I would want to stay away from. So all these are also in stock, but they're not selling at that $5 markdown. So the only things that I would potentially do are I would call Philadelphia and be like, hey guys, I see I'm showing that you have 3 of item X. In this case, it would be the wall clippers, right? Okay, do you still have them in stock? Okay, great. You still have them in stock? Okay, are they still listed at $5? Oh, okay, great. Can you set them aside for me? I'm coming in to pick them up. I'll be in an hour or 2. Great. And then they set them aside. I don't have to rush there to beat everybody there, right? Same thing with Eddystone. Okay, you have 2 of them. Okay, they're still in stock. Okay, great, they're $5. Set them aside for me. I'll be in to pick them up. Okay, so I'm going to run you through the FBA calculator to show you what I'm going to make here if I were to potentially get these 5 right here and call them. So the price, the product price, let's drop it down. Let's assume we're going to lose $1 on it, and then we'll match Amazon's price at 38, just for kicks and giggles. My product cost is $5. My shipping into Amazon cost, if I'm buying 5 of them, we'll say 50 cents roughly, and I'm estimating that, guys, for a total net profit of $22.27 per unit for this actual right here. And that would mean that if I bought 5 of them at $5, that would be, I'm spending $25 to make potentially $22.27 times 5. So I'm making $111 profit, plus obviously the money that I'm getting back, right? So I'm making $111.35 profit by spending $25 on this listing. So this is an example of a great product that you want to go out and source. You can afford to sit on this inventory for like a week and match the buy box price because it's selling so many units very, very quickly, and the margin is super good. Now, keep in mind too, another little caveat before I end this video is you don't actually, for whatever reason, these stores are farther away from you. So if you saw like right here, this is like 21.9 miles, which is like 40 minutes away from me in Philly. Same thing with this one. It's probably like 45 minutes away from me in Philly, but they're like right next to each other, so I can hit both of them at once. So you got to ask yourself if it's worth your while. Now, for me to go down and drive there, if they had more quantity in stock, it would definitely be worth my while. I go down to Philly quite often, so maybe I'll have them set them aside and I'll go pick them up when I'm down there one time. So I mean, it can be. Another thing that you can do if the margin's this high, so you're buying it for $5, you're potentially reselling it for $40 back on Amazon, you can afford to get them shipped to you because your margin is higher. So keep that in mind as well. You can call on the phone, have them set up an order, and ship them to you as well. Okay, so keep that in mind, guys. I just wanted to give you some, valuable insight today on how you can use Brickseek to make money, whether you're doing online arbitrage or retail arbitrage. And obviously today we ran through the retail arbitrage side of it, which means that you're not going in and scanning a million different things. I never really liked that form of retail arbitrage because I don't like playing guessing games and wasting my time, although it does work for some people. Don't get me wrong. What I like to do is I like to make informed decisions from my laptop. I'm sure you do as well. Like this right here, where I can find products and then potentially go into the store to pick those products up, or just have them delivered to my house. So hope you guys like this. There's a number of other potential deals on this website you can source through to do this just the same. I just wanted to find a good example of one product to show you that there's opportunities here on this marketplace with Brickseek, and then you can resell those back on Amazon for a profit. So if you guys want to use Brickseek, not just Brickseek, but 10 other online arbitrage business models, if you want to learn how to use Brickseek, but not just Brickseek, but 30 to 50 potentially other websites in the course, first link in the description will take you to a discounted link for Online Arbitrage Pro. So the first 2 people to go through the first description link and grab the course, then obviously they get in 50% off. If you do, and it's full price, then that means that they've already been claimed. So hope you guys like this. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.